What's going on everyone, Tom here, back for another video. Hope you're doing really well. Just got done filming my top 3 things I love about living in Japan. So let's roll on to the top 3 things I hate about living in Japan. Now I wouldn't say I hate living in Japan, but these are just things that annoy me, bug me. The first thing I don't like is that people are pretty shy here. I'm quite an outgoing person and I love speaking to randoms like on the train or in the street or whatever, but it's more difficult here in Japan because definitely people don't usually initiate that. So I'm always the one initiating it, but at the same time, people kind of don't want to get into a conversation a lot of the time. It's usually very quick answers and that's it, done. And at first I thought, oh, maybe people are shy because I'm speaking English or because I'm a foreigner, but even with people that can speak English or even Japanese speaking to Japanese, I find there to be a level of timidity that you don't get in a lot of other cultures. The second thing I dislike about living here is the general attitude towards tattoos. We are in 2017, yet we still can't get past that stigma that people with tattoos are Japanese mafia. Believe it or not, I'm not an English teacher and then part-time Yakuza mafia. You know, it's kind of crazy to me that essentially I can't go to swimming pools, I can't work out in most 99% of gyms. I've been told to cover up on the beach before from having tattoos out. You know, these are public areas. Like I pay taxes here like everyone else, yet I can't show, you know, my true personality, because that's what a tattoo becomes. Like when you first get it, it's new, but then it becomes part of you, right? After several years. I've had tattoos 10 years and it's like, when you come here on holiday it's fine, but after a year or so of, you know, constantly covering up and constantly thinking about it, it just kind of grinds you down a bit. The third thing that I dislike about living here, and it could be a little bit of a controversial one, but I think it's true, is that no matter how long I live here, I will never be accepted fully into Japanese culture. And I'm not saying Japanese people aren't accepting people, because they are. They're some of the friendliest people in the world. What I'm saying is that I will never be accepted as a Japanese person, even if I lived here the majority of my life. If I lived here for the next 40 years, 50 years, the majority of my life would have been spent in Japan, I will still not be accepted as Japanese because I've not got Japanese blood. And that's something that I love about the West, like England or America or Canada, is because we are multicultural countries. If a Japanese person went over there and lived in England for 30 years, 40 years, even 10 years, you know, gradually they would start to become more British or more American or whatever. And people in England would then see them as British or see them as American. And to me, that's a beautiful thing, that you can be adopted into a culture. I don't feel like I can ever be adopted into Japanese culture fully. And some people might disagree with me, that's okay, but that's not been my experience. Now I'm sure this video will throw up a lot of mixed feelings for people, so feel free to leave me a comment down below and let me know what you think. Feel free to call me a whining foreigner or go back to your own country or blah blah blah. To be honest, I don't care. I'm just sharing my own opinion, and you can feel free to share yours as well. Thanks very much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.